Tim Jackson from BH Bikes, North America, and this year we're showing off the new 2012 product range. And a new bike for us that's really exciting is the Zafire, which is a new lower price point model in an aluminum. It's the first one that we've brought into the US out of the BH line from Spain. So you get a really awesome bike, great hydroform tube, incredible ride quality, great geometry, Tiagra 10-speed, all for $1,100. So an incredibly good value on that bike. The Speed ROM is a bike that we've had great success with for a few years, and this is a frame that's actually been raced at Paris-Roubaix and has won a stage of the Tour of California. So for a bike that retails for only $2,000, that's a whole lot of bike for the money. When you move up to the Prisma begins to blend into the features that you see on the RC1 and the G5. Has that same sort of look and feel to it. A little bit taller head tube on it, a little bit longer wheelbase, so it's a little more stable footprint, if you will, but still has that very predictable ride characteristic that the BH bikes are so famous for. And it comes in a couple different color options as well. The RC1 uses the exact same frame, or excuse me, the exact same mold as our G5, which is an award-winning bike for incredible stiffness and incredible lightweight. The biggest differences being that the RC1 does not have the full integrated seat mast. It has the shorter stub of a mast, if you will, and uses a longer seat post, but it's still the aero profile post. It's a little bit heavier than the G5, only about 70 grams on a 56 centimeter, for a little bit more vertically compliant ride. But this is the exact same frame and fork that's being ridden by the Ride Clean amateur team that we sponsor out of Arizona, and they've won a lot of races on the NRC circuit riding on that exact frame. So it's truly a very capable race bike, and still very light, even though it is, again, slightly heavier than the G5. The Cristal is our women's bike, and this is the same frame and fork that's being ridden by the Primal Map My Ride women's professional team that we sponsor, and they've had quite a bit of success on this, and the women on the team really love it and have been very complimentary of the way the bike rides. And unlike a lot of other women's bikes that are on the market, this is designed around a very racing-inspired handling and feel. So it's not simply a shorter top tube. It's really a full-on performance bike and is offered in an Ultegra or a red blend mix, so you can get out there and really rail this thing. Fantastic ride characteristic. Very lightweight, very stiff, and has features that are similar to the G5 with the cable channel that runs along the underside of the down tube that also has integration for a Di2 battery if you decide to run a Di2 system on here. The GC Aero is the same frame and fork that's ridden by Angela Nath and Enrico Lanos. So it's a fantastic triathlon product, or TT bike. Fantastic geometry, allows for a very comfortable feel so that the rider is in a position that allows them to get off the bike and actually transition into the run, and has multiple seat positions with the adjustable head on the seat post. So you can really cover a really wide range of fit options on it. That's going to be available in a 105 build for this year, or as a frame set. So if you want to go with a full Di2 system, you certainly can. The RX1 is our pro quality World Cup level cross bike. Integrated internally run cables on the top tube, so perfect for shouldering as well as for easy carrying because you're not grabbing a lot of cable. Press fit BB30. Incredibly stiff, incredibly light. Awesome handling characteristics, available as a complete build with Rival or as a frame set. So you have, again, a lot of options. Our G5 is a bike that we've had in the line now for a couple of years, and when we introduced it, it pretty much set the standards for stiffness and lightweight. A sub 900 gram frame with the integrated mast. You have two different links available in the seat post, so it's not a full integrated where you have to do a cut and collar. This actually has a 90 mil or 110 mil seat post, so you do have quite a good range of seat adjustability. So it makes it a lot easier to set your saddle height and to make changes if you change pedals or if you change saddles or you need to adjust your position, rather than just cutting it and hoping that the fit is perfect. And the G5 utilizes the same underbelly on the underside of the down tube that the Cristal uses, and has the integration for the Di2 system. Tucks the cables in neatly underneath the down tube, and this thing still is a phenomenal race bike. I've been on the G5 now for a number of months since joining the company, and I'm very, very impressed with the way that it rides. It's an awesome crit bike, and as a big guy at 205 pounds and a track sprinter, I kind of break a lot of stuff, and this has been a really great riding bike. What's really astounding is our new Ultralight, and this was introduced also at the Sea Otter this year, and this is 747 grams for a decaled frame. Truly an amazing lightweight bike, but with stiffness numbers that exceed even the G5. It's unreal. We use the BB386 EVO that we co-developed with FSA, and what that does is it gives you the best of both worlds between a BB30 and the Shimano style press fit bearing. So you've got the wider bottom bracket shell of the BB86, but you've also got the larger bearing of a BB30, so you get to use a larger spindle crankset. What's nice about this is the adjustability of it. With the adapters that we offer, you can actually run a standard Shimano crankset or a Campagnolo crankset. You don't have to use the dedicated BB386 crankset, but FSA has developed the BB386 crankset, obviously, so that you get just that much more stiffness out of the frame and out of the drivetrain, so the pedaling efficiency is just off the charts. And with that 747 gram weight for the frame, obviously it's incredibly light. Out of the box builds on a SRAM Red bike for a 56, you're looking at a bike that's 13 pounds. The Dura-Ace bike is right in the same range. So, I mean, out of the box weights that are just unbelievable. On our show bike here, you get a sub 11 pound bike. That's how light you can make it. It's unbelievable. And again, with a ride characteristic that's really fantastic. With the BH geometries, you get more of a relaxed seat angle that sucks in the rear wheel with really short chainstays, so that the rider's weight is over the rear wheel for fantastic pedaling efficiency when in the saddle. And we offer it as a complete bike or as a frame set. We have both the Dura-Ace and the Red build kits available on that. And the G5, before I forget, is also available in a third color and as a frame set. So there's just a ton of options with the line. And for more information on the bikes, you can visit our website at bhbikes.net.